Hello everybody, it's Gina Branstetter with Stampin' Heaven. I am here today with day 6 from the 12 days of crafting box. And I can't believe we are almost halfway through today. So let's just go ahead and open it up. If you've been watching my other videos, you have seen what we have opened so far in doors 1 through 5. So I hate to keep going over it every day. So if you missed it, you can go back and watch my other videos. But today is day 6. Let's open it up and see what we've got. It is 2 sheets of puffy stickers. These are really cute. Let me put the box out of the way and I'll give you another little bit closer up. See if we can see this a little bit better. So you have 2 sheets. There are cherries, bows, rainbows, cupcakes, cute little flowers, and some strawberries. So today I decided I am not going to create a card. I wanted to do something a little bit different. We've created cards over the last 5 days and I thought I'd mix it up and do something a little bit different and something a little bit fun. So I'll show you my little sample first and then I'm going to create one with you live here. So this is just a cute little box. A party, you could call it a party favor box. And I have created it so that it just ties shut. So you don't need to go buy anything special like magnets or anything to open it. You just need a stapler and some ribbon and a hole punch. So this I thought would make cute little party favors for a birthday party. Birthday parties are on my mind, I guess, because my granddaughter turned 1 on Saturday. So it'd be fun to make something like this for a party or even as a class treat for Halloween. You could fit probably a couple of miniature candy bars in there. So this is just in time for the class Halloween parties. You could create something for that. So let me reach over here to my paper that we got on day 2. So I still have several sheets of paper left. And because I'm still thinking little girls and birthday, I'm going to go with this paper. I think this is really pretty. And I'm going to use this scrap. I have saved all my scrap so far, so I am going to use this for my little flap. First, we want to cut this 4 by 6. Pull my trimmer over here. We're going to cut this 4 by 6. Now, I want to think about this. This is something to think about if you have paper that the design runs a certain way. So if this is the top, this looks like it should go this way. It may not matter too much, but I'm looking at it and I just feel like it needs to go this way. So I'm going to put this as the top of my box. So I'm going to put this in my trimmer this way and cut it to 4 inches. It's already 6 inches. Okay. Save this, may need it. So 4 by 6. Now we're going to do some scoring. Set this out of the way over here. And I have done a little scrap piece and it's marked off, and of course this will be in my guide that I will send out to anyone that purchases the 12 days of crafting advent box. You'll get my complete guide of all 12 projects. So the first score I'm going to make is at 1 3/4. Then 2 3/4, 4 1/2, and then 5 1/2. Okay. Now, like I said, this is going to be the top of my box. This will be the bottom. So I want to score 1 inch from the bottom. Let's turn it this way. And score. Okay. So now we are ready to do some cutting. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to snip up to, from the bottom up to that 1 inch scored line on each of those. And there's one here. This is my little flap. So I'm actually going to cut this piece out. And I'm going to angle this a little bit. This just helps tuck everything in. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck these longer pieces in, and I'm going to make these be a flap. So I'm just going to angle them. All this does is to help fold it in nice and neat. Okay? So it should look like this. And we are ready to start gluing it together. See how quickly this is going? Before I glue it together, let's do one more thing. Now this is for the flap. And I was looking through because I wanted to make it more than just a square flap. And I am pulling out again this branching out dies set. I love this set. I have used it over and over again. I'm so glad that I've got it. Branching out dies. This fits perfectly and it's just the right width. Now I was looking to see if I had anything else that would work, and I think the Everyday Arches would work. It would make a really good, I think that one would work. Let me see which one. This one might work better. You might have to trim it down just a tad. But that would make a cute little fold over also. All right, so let's go ahead and cut this out. A little mini die cutter over here. This has been the best purchase that I have made from Stampin' Up. One of the mini. Okay, set this in here. Over. So we have our flap ready, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to fold this in half. Now I think we're ready to start gluing. So let's go ahead and fold on the score lines. The first glue part I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this one right here. I'm just going to use my multi-purpose glue. Glue that together. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, now this is where my seam is. I'm going to remember that. And let's put a little bit of glue on this flap and this flap. Bend those in. I should have bent those down already. And then glue that. Oops, let's do this one. And then let's put a little bit of glue on the bottom flap. Just going to set it up like that. And let's just, saw this tip the other day. I thought it was really good. There. So there is our little box coming right along. So the next thing we'll do is glue this to the back. Before I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and fold these little sides in. And I want to mark where I want to make my hole punch. So I want to do my little hole punch right here in the center. It's my little handy dandy crocodile. I think this thing is about 30 years old, maybe not that old. Do that in the center. And then we'll just go ahead and glue this on. Right up to that fold line there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make another little pencil mark where that ribbon should be. I'm just going to staple that ribbon on, and again I'm using the 1/4 inch white ribbon. This actually comes in a package of white and blue. I'm going to cut about 8 inches off and I'll probably trim it. And so I'm just going to fold it in half and staple it. Being kind of awkward there. Okay. Now that's just enough to hold it, really. And you're probably wondering, where are the little adhesive foam stickers coming in? I am going to put those on in just a minute. Hey, let's just put some candy kisses in here. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Let's see, I can fit probably, there's 4 in there. Could have fit 5. And if you don't want to fool with a ribbon, you can get some little Velcro dots and attach them. I just think the ribbon is a cute idea without having to go and purchase something else. There, let's trim this side a little bit. So 8 inches is just about enough, isn't it? Okay, so let's finish this off now with the little, let's do the little, now if it was a birthday party, you could put a cupcake on it. That would be cute. Let's just put a cupcake on it. Very simple. Isn't that cute? It just seems so sweet and delicate to me. So there you go. That day 6 little party favor box. All right. See you tomorrow with day 7.